Ara ya ya a a e a ga a jat ach tasma pari a et said
avoidable fact. Natvam shochitum arhasi. It does not behove you to experience sorrow. No use of worrying, no use of lamentation and grief. Then a very profound idea comes in the next verse. Before that, we were trying to understand what is it Lord Krishna trying to give us? What is he trying to impress upon us? What is the message he is conveying us? Now, the important message is when it is unavoidable, when it is choiceless, first of all, we have to accept it. So, accepting everything, every situation as it is, accepting people as they are, then you will be at peace. Okay, what is that? What next? Next is we have to do whatever we have to do now, living in the present. Then we can at least take control of our future. Future will be in our hand. Otherwise, we will lose the present, we will lose the future too. So now I will take you through one beautiful incident from the life of a great person. So again, we should note, Lord Krishna is trying to impress upon that whatever duty we have to do now, that we have to quickly do it. Do not delay. If you go on worrying, because it is choiceless situation, that's why unavoidable situation, that's why we have to accept that, and then what is my duty now? I have to perform it properly. Otherwise, we will lose our present and also we will lose our future too. So let us take the example of a famous person. All of you have heard, and maybe all of you will be trying to get that prize award on yourself. Many people are trying. Maybe now, just to divert your attention, the President of America is also trying to trump to get that prize by bringing in ceasefire between the war of India and Pakistan. Earlier he tried to bring about peace between the Ukraine and Russia. Why? He had the desire to get that prize. Now, do you have any idea what is that prize? Nobel Prize. So do you know how the Nobel Prize got instituted? Yeah. Who is the person who started it? His name was Alfred Nobel. He had a very peculiar experience in his life. He was living in Stockholm. You know where is Stockholm? I need not go to the details. I'll come to the crux of the experience. So he was living in Stockholm. He was reading that day's newspaper. He was a very rich man. Why did he become rich? Let us see. Now, very, very rich man. He was reading the newspaper where he read his own obituary. Headlines. What is the headlines? Alfred Nobel is dead. The newspaper published the inventor of dynamite. Now at that time, that was the first big explosive. Now there are varieties of explosives, TNT, trinitrotoluene, and so many other things are there. Varieties of explosives are there. But at that time, so that was dynamite was maybe the best explosive. So they were using it for the wars and bombing and terrorist activities and other things. So he was the inventor of this dynamite. So because of that, lot of sales both in destruction as well as in construction. Suppose you have to break open some stone, you have to break open some area, you have to put the dynamite and blast it. So construction too they were using, But most of the time it was used in the war, and also it was used in terrorist activities to blast. And so many people had died because of dynamite. So the paper now somehow got the wrong message that Alfred Nobel, or Nobel Alfred, has died. The inventor of dynamite has died. So, the newspaper people and also TV people, the journalists, they don't publish it in an ordinary way. They want some sensational things. So they make even ordinary thing sensational. There is a very special thing in journalism. What is that? If a dog bites a man, it's not a news for them. If man bites the dog, then that will become a news. So they need some sensation. Likewise, even if it is normal thing, they will add masalas and spices and make it more colorful. So what did they write? The inventor of death and destruction has died today. Alfred Nobel, they didn't write it as the inventor of dynamite or some good things have happened. No. They wrote in the newspaper on the headlines, the inventor of death and destruction has died. And who is reading this obituary, the death news? He himself. Alfred Nobel himself is reading about his death, and now he was thoroughly shocked. What is this? So suppose he is not dead, he is living. Suppose I have been dead. This is the way the people will be remembering me. So what kind of a life have I led? They are remembering me as the messenger of death. So what kind of a life have I led? Actually, why did they publish? What was the mistake? His brother had died. So somehow by mistake or something, they did it. Because it also happened when I was in India. One of the popular Swamiji at that time, who taught me music and bhajans, and also who inspired me to join the ashram at that time, in 1988, that was Swami Purushottamānandaji Maharaj. Not the Purushottamānandaji was the guru of Nishchalanandaji. There was in our order another Swamiji here in Bangalore, Swami Purushottamānandaji. He was very popular in Bangalore. So he had passed away. So now the head of the center there in Bangalore was Swami Harshanandaji. So the newspaper people, they somehow took the wrong news and they published somewhere in the TV and also in the newspaper that the head of the center, Swami Harshananda, has passed away. Harshanandaji is leaving, but Purushottamānandaji has died. Very popular figure, a lot of them have come. So one person, he came with a garland. Where is Harshanandaji? Where is Harshanandaji? He died and I have to put the garland, and he is asking Harshanandaji himself. He is there standing there. I was there in that scene. Then I told, no, Harshanandaji is alive. The newspaper has published wrongly. It is Swami Purushottamānandaji who has passed away. Then after that, the journalists were very much upset with that news. They got insulted. So after that, even if we told it was Swami Harshananda that it has not died, it is Swami Purushottamānanda, they were not ready. We should give in writing, in typing. Then only we will publish it. That was a different story. Now coming here, our Alfred Nobel, now is remembered as the creator and inventor of death and destruction. He was totally taken aback. He was shocked. He is remembered as the creator, causer of death and destruction that was taking place in the world. He was horrified to be remembered as the inventor of death. So he decided that day, maybe he had the experience of death itself with this, though he is living. Hearing this, he might have died again. So he decided that day, no, I must do something so that I should be remembered in good light. So he put all his fortune, whatever he had earned by the sales of dynamite and whatever other things, all his fortune, all the earnings, he put to create this Nobel Prize. So what was the intention to create this Nobel Peace Prize? whoever is responsible for getting maximum peace upon earth will be given this prize. So now you know about the Nobel Prize today. Albert Nobel is remembered as the institutor of Nobel Peace Prize. Nobody remembers him as the creator of death. Why? He did such a thing. He worked because now he had the chance to live. Then he did that good work, so now he's remembered as he's alive, still alive as the creator of Nobel Prize. A good thing to this world. So now, why should we worry about death that is sure to happen, choiceless, or any problem of your life? You go on worrying about all the difficulties and challenges and problems of your past, which is not in your hand, which cannot be avoided. So unavoidable, choiceless. So instead, now, choiceful situation is the present situation. Whatever you do now, nicely, properly, with mindfulness, with concentration and focus, will definitely create your future. So your future, everybody's future is in your own hand. So try to act properly now, do the good work now, and you can create your future, good future. Then you will be remembered. That is what Lord Krishna is impressing upon us. Tasmat apariharyerte, in a choiceless situation, unavoidable situation, natvam shochitum arhasi, do not worry, do not lament, do not waste your time in thinking about the past and lamenting and worrying about the future. Then what have you to do? You perform your duty properly, whatever has to be done now. Try to live in the present. Enjoy whatever is there. Enjoy every second of yours properly. So that is the thing we have to learn from this verse, which is very, very important. Again, to create that scene of unavoidable situation, I will take you through. Now, I think past 1 or 2 classes, we are hearing a lot of stories, very beautiful stories. Story of a small bird was sitting there. Lord Vishnu came on his mount, Garuda, flying. Why? There was a meeting in Kailasa. They were all coming to meet Lord Shiva. So all the gods were assembling in Kailasa to meet Shiva, and they wanted to have a meeting. So at that time, Garuda came with Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu went into Kailasa. So in the Himalayas, down in the forest, Garuda, I don't have any work in the meeting. Lord Vishnu has gone into the meeting. He was waiting outside. Now it was the turn of other gods and goddesses to come there. They were going to Kailasa. Garuda thought, I am the mount, let me stay here. Then it was the turn of Yama, the god of death, also to come to that. While going into Kailasa, entering the door there, he saw a small bird perching there on a tree. Looked at it very intently, and he was thinking for some time. Suddenly Garuda, the king of birds, the biggest bird, the king of birds, saw, oh, if Yama is looking at this bird, what is going to happen to that bird? Definitely it will die. Yama intensely look at this bird, that means it is going to die. Somehow I have to save it. He was thinking so. While Yama, after looking intently at that bird, he went away. He had a lot of time now. So what did he do? He carried this bird. He carried this bird and crossed 7 continents because he could fly. He was very fast. He crossed and flew 7 continents, went to the other side of the forest and left that bird there to save it from death of Yama. Otherwise Yama will come and take it away to hell or whatever, wherever. He will kill it. So he was so full of compassion on that bird because it belongs to his family. He's the king of the birds. So he took away, flew and put it off the 7 continents in a forest and came back. Again came back there near the gate of Kailasa, waiting for Vishnu to come back. So now it was the turn of Yama first to come out. He came out searching for that bird. Where is that bird? Well, very derisive smile. Garuda gave a very derisive smile to Yama. So you thought you wanted to kill him. I took him away and left him 7 continents across there. Now you cannot kill him. No, that was not the reason. I was wondering, looking at that, I saw the future of that bird. It was supposed to die away after 7 continents there. But I thought it is here. So how is it possible that it did? Death will be after 7 continents somewhere there in the forest. So I was wondering, how will this happen? That is the will of the Lord, that it has to die after 7 continents. So you foolish Garuda, the king of this thing, you've taken it towards the death. So, see, everything unavoidable. So do not worry. Whatever you put in the effort is a waste. So instead of putting effort in the wrong direction, do something in the present by which you can achieve something. So another story I will take you through about from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. What is that in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna? She had, widow means the husband has died. She has only one son. Growing up, she had put all her effort and love to bring up that only child of hers. Growing very well, getting good education, the widow, all her effort and happiness is stationed. She was a great devotee of the Lord. Suddenly, that child of this widow passed away. He died. So she cried and cried and cried. She was so upset. She cried and cried, lamented and worried. And because she was a very great devotee of the Lord, then she started doing tapasya, austerities. So she did so much of austerities, so much of tapasya, so much of puja, japa. Then after years of tapasya, the Lord came and stood in front of her. My dear child, why are you calling me so much? Why are you worried? Why are you crying? Then she narrated, my Lord, my son has died. I want my son back. See, death is unavoidable. Should allow him to go forward. Why are you crying instead of doing something higher, realizing your goal of life, that is realization, knowing your true self? You're wasting your time. No, Lord, I want my son back. Okay, I will bring your son back and give you the son, but only on one condition. Yes, whatever condition. I want my son, that's all. What is your condition, oh Lord? Yes, he should readily agree to come back to you. See, you are a living being. You are asking that the son should come back to you. I will fulfill your desire, but at the same time, the son should also agree to come back to you. Oh, he loves me, definitely. He will like to come back to me. Please bring him back. So with the Lord, with all his power, he was born somewhere else in other world or other country. So the Lord brought him back, but had given him the memory of both his present life and the last life where he was born here as the son, so that he could understand. Now he told, I will not interfere. Only if he agrees, then you can have. Then the mother was so happy to see her son in this form. Then she pleaded, come back, I want to be. Then that son taught her a beautiful lesson. He told, my dear mother, I can remember that you were my mother in the last birth, but now I am born to another mother there. So she's crying that I am dead there, I am gone. She's crying so much. She's doing now so much of tapasya and austerity. And I was the son of another mother in another birth there. She's also crying for me. Now what shall I do? Where shall I go? Shall I come to you? Shall I go there? Or shall I go to the another place? You decide. Then she could understand, yes, the futility. So only God alone is our own. Each one will travel in his path. It's a journey. It's a travel. It's a journey. With all these attachment, you are increasing your luggage. Instead, reduce your luggage of worries. Reduce the luggage. In olden days, when you used to travel in the train, because you don't travel in the train, you do not know that we used to travel. We used to travel even in the steam engine. So now there is no steam engine, then it came to diesel engine, and now it is all electrified everywhere. So we used to travel in the steam engine too. So they used to write the board in the compartments. What was that compartment board? In the train's compartment, it would be less luggage, more comfort, makes the journey a happy journey. Less luggage, more comfort, makes the journey a happy journey. So likewise, you are increasing your luggage so much unnecessarily with these worries and attachments that your journey is becoming heavier and heavier. Another beautiful example is given by Ramana Maharshi, the great realized soul who lives in Tiruvannamalai. Was always in that higher aspect. So what does he gives this example, Ramana Maharshi? He tells this story. A householder with his family of 5 or 6 children, mother, father, everybody. He bought all his children. He bought all the luggage. So he was the strongest man. He carried the luggage of his children, his wife, his father and mother, all one bag here, another bag here, one bag here, one bag here, and another on the head, the trunk on the head. In olden days, the trunk would be there. All the luggage he bought, and the wife and children were comfortable. They were sitting there, but he would not go sit there. He carried all the luggage, and he was standing on one of the wall or something of the train. The train started moving. He's not at all sitting. He's putting all the luggage and standing there. One gentleman, man of wisdom, came there. Why are you carrying all the luggage and standing like this? Put down all the luggage. Put there underneath the chair or on the upper place where it's meant for the luggage. And comfortably lie down or sit down on the chair. Why are you carrying all the luggage of your family and everybody and standing here? Then he uttered foolishly, no, I don't want to trouble the train. With all this luggage, so much of luggage, my children, my father and mother, my luggage, wife's luggage, everything, so much of luggage, I don't want to trouble the train. The train will be in trouble, so I'm taking up all the luggage of the train and I'm standing here. You foolish guy, there are thousands of people in the train, all their luggage, and also all the weight of all those 1,000 people, your children, your father and mother, your luggage, your weight, everything is carried by this train. Reduce your burden. Let it go down. Put it down. Put it in its place and go and lie down happily. So likewise, we are doing, what will happen to my children? What is going to happen? My father, my mother, wife, husband, that, what do you call, mousy, here, there, worrying, all the luggage you want to carry unnecessarily. The Lord is carrying the weight of everybody. Reduce the burden, reduce the luggage, and be happy. Make your journey a happy journey. So that is what Ramana Maharshi tells with that example. See, we have so much of burden, unnecessary. It's not necessary at all. The Lord is carrying their weight. You are simply thinking that you are carrying the weight and increasing the burden and suffering. That is what Lord Krishna is telling through this. Though he is talking about death, unavoidable situation, difficulties come, but do your duty. Perform your duty. That's all. Do not worry. Now we shall go forward to understand this choiceless situation. Therefore, when it is choiceful situation, then do your work, all your work, whatever has to be done, your duty. When it is choiceless situation, in this life is many. Therefore, the first lesson we should learn is gracefully accept the choiceless, unavoidable situation, and then certain situation we cannot alter, we cannot change. So, Lord has given us the free will, and even our fate or prarabdha karma cannot be changed. In certain case, I have given in the last class the example of Satyavan Savitri, how though the husband had to die, how she did that great tapasya of the Divine Mother, the Durga Saptashati and other things. And with that power, she bought back from Yama, talking and pleasing Yama, bought back the life of Yama, her own husband, Satyavan. So I told you that story, then Markandeya, and so many other children, they even changed their prarabdha karma or fate also by devotion. So instead of increasing your devotion to Lord, if you simply worry, all that energy you use to worry and waste and lament and cry, you can do some tapasya, take the name of the Lord, do the japa and change. You can change your fate also. There is a beautiful saying of Holy Mother. What does Holy Mother Sharda Devi tell? After taking the mantra diksha, if you do the mantra given by the Guru, what is going to happen? Suppose according to your prarabdha karma, according to the fate, you are to undergo a situation in which a plow or some heavy thing has to fall on your feet and it is to be broken, fractured. So instead of that, if you are taking the name of God, you are doing japa properly every day given by the Guru, what is going to happen? What is the effect of doing the japa or devotion or prayer to God? What is going to happen? That prarabdha karma has to be undergone. You cannot escape it. But the intensity can be reduced. Instead of a plow falling on your feet and the leg is to be broken, a pin or a thorn will prick your leg and that karma intensity will be reduced and go away. These are the words of Holy Mother Sharda Devi. So now you can convert, reduce the intensity of an unavoidable circumstance or choiceless situation, the fate, what they call fate. Nobody can escape fate, prarabdha karma, but by devotion, but by intense doing of the japa, even if though you cannot change your fate, but the intensity can be reduced. A big thing can be made into a small thing. So now, what is in your hand? Praying to God, doing the japa, charity, helping other people, intensely helping other people, that can neutralize the prarabdha karma. I have told you the example of, what is it? Edgar Cayce, many mansions last time, or many times I have given that example. You can go to the Google and get that books, Many Mansions, Edgar Cayce. One of the incidents, or a lady was there, married lady. She was a householder. She had beautiful, very beautiful, good-looking hands and fingers, hands. And many companies, cosmetic companies, so they used to take the picture of her hand for their advertisement. And she used to get a lot of money out of that. She doesn't do she's not putting in any effort. But many companies are coming and taking the picture of her hand and using it for advertisement and giving a lot of money. She became rich and rich and rich. She was surprised. I've not done anything in this life. But why am I being pampered by all the companies and I'm becoming so rich and rich? She couldn't understand. Then out of surprise, she went to this Edgar Cayce. As Edgar Cayce used to go to trance. She was a Protestant pastor, Protestant pastor. So, in Bible or the Christians, they don't believe in rebirth and all that thing. But when he used to go to the trance, he used to tell the things about the last birth and other birth, or many births. So he told, in your last birth, you are a Christian nun. At that time, you were working in a hospital. With these hands, you have served so many patients free of cost, without charging or anything, as a service, with great care. You have served and served all through your life with these two hands. That's why in this life, you've got such a beautiful hands. Not only that, so many might be having so beautiful fingers and hands, but they may not be taken to the company. But because of that work, karma you did in this life, you're getting so much of facility. See, it's in your hand. You can create your future. But then she was a nun. Why did she get this life and money and other things? Because she had some desires. If you don't have desire, your desire is only God, you will get emancipation or liberation. But if you have desire, then you will get another life and you will get all the good things in your life. So nothing, whether good or bad, in this life or any life, is caused by anybody else other than you. You are the maker of your destiny. As I told you many times, you wrongly tell your children and other people that God punishes you. No, God will never punish you. It is you, by your bad karmas or bad attitude, punish yourself. Only then, what is the role of God? When you are in trouble, doing all the wrong things, you pray to God, He will give you right understanding and take you out of that situation. So don't teach God that because you want to escape something, they do something, so immediately you want to, you will tell, oh, God will punish you if you do like this. Wrongly you tell you are, and that's why they will start hating God. They will develop hatred towards God and religion. Why? You are wrongly telling God will punish you. No, your deeds, your work. Then the children are told like that, they'll be very careful in performing their actions because you have to face the consequence of your actions. So they will become very good people in their life. So that is to be taught. That's why learn to work in the present. Be in the present situation. Mindfully do all the work. Then you can create your future. You can change your past. You can change your present. You can change your future. That's why Lord Krishna is telling. In a choiceless situation, accept it. And whatever duty you have to do that properly. That is the thing. So we have seen Markandeya, Savitri, all those people, they changed their life, their future. They were to die. Markandeya was to die at the age of 16. But because of his devotion, intense devotion to Lord Shiva, he overcome death. He could overcome death. Yama himself got killed by Lord Shiva because he was trying to take away his life. Then again, Lord Shiva gave him back the life. Can you imagine? See, this is a speciality of Hinduism. God of death itself is killed, died. Death of the God of death. That's why Lord Shiva is called Mrityunjaya. Victory over death itself. That you tell, that's why you repeat that Mahamrityunjaya mantra. That is why he gets this Mahamrityunjaya mantra. So you can even overcome death. So Markandeya got the Chiranjivitva. He will live eternally. How? He will not get old age also. As a young boy of 16, he still lives. Until this dissolution take place, he will still live. Hanuman, also because of the work he has done to Ramachandra, the service he has done to Ramachandra. So, how did he get this? By the work he performed. How did he get, Markandeya get this? By the devotion to Lord Shiva. So, by your work, you can change anything. So, learn to live in the present. Accept the situation. Do what is to be done. Do your duty properly. If you are a student, do your duty as a student. If you are a doctor, do it the doctor's duty. If you are a lawyer, do the lawyer's duty. Whatever you are, if you are a businessman, do it properly with righteousness. And you can achieve anything by your work. That is what Lord Krishna is telling through this verse. So whether now we can fate be changed? For that, that may be counter question. Suppose you got a doctor and you go to the doctor for some sickness. So if you ask the doctor, can you cure my disease? Will the doctor tell yes? No, he will never tell yes, I will cure your disease. First he will tell you have to undergo some tests. Only after that I can tell you whether your disease will be cured or not. So many tests have to be performed. So will he say, I will cure? No. He will not, I can't, he will never say, I will cure or I can't cure. Before answering, he will say, I do not know what kind of disease it is. You have to undergo lot of tests and examination. Then only I will come to know about it. Then he may prescribe a surgery, he may prescribe some medicines, or he may tell there is no problem with you at all. You do some exercises, some dieting, so many things like that. So certain diseases you may have to have surgery, otherwise certain other diseases he will tell there is no cure. You have got certain medicine, using the medicines and certain disciplines, you can keep the problem under control. That's all. So different varieties of situation are there. So instead of worrying and lamenting in that situation, accept what cannot be cured has to be endured. What cannot be cured has to be endured. Endure with right attitude, then even that pain can be overcome. And certain diseases, doctor will say, I have no cure. It's a written off case. Only you have 6 months to live or some more time. You can do the prayers. If you want to go to any temples, you can go to the temple. So depending upon the intensity of the disease, either total cure or partial cure or no cure. Similarly, our fate is also of 3 types. Certain type of fate, totally curable by doing remedies, prayaschitta, by doing remedial measures. You can overcome that. Atonement, it's called atonement prayer. Certain type of fate, you cannot totally cure. We can manage that in our life. And certain type of fate, you cannot do anything. But the tragedy or the unfortunate thing, you do not know what category of fate now is in your store. Therefore, you assume that there is a remedy, and whatever remedy is prescribed, I take to that remedy, and I should remember that even when there is a remedy, it will take some time. We don't have the patience. We will just worry, cry, and trouble others. So we have to do the work, do the remedial measures, the prayaschitta. So until the remedy works, the situation is choiceless. Therefore, keep taking the medicine or doing the remedial measures unless that remedy works. So it is, the important thing is change of your attitude, acceptance of the choiceless situation. That's why Lord Krishna is telling, Tasmat apariharyete he Arjuna, apariharye arthe. With regard to the choiceless situation, which is called fact, Tvam shochitum na arhasi. Do not grieve, do not worry. Then what is to be done? Do your duty, what is to be done now. Work properly. That's what Lord Krishna is telling. Accept, change your attitude, and do your work, what you have to do properly now. So many times you have father choiceless, mother choiceless, your race choiceless, education choice. It is choice is there. You can study well and get it. Getting the job, again, it's not in your hand. Then having a husband or a wife or children, everything is choiceless. So accept, first of all, accept, change your attitude. Then adjust. Adjustment is the best policy. Then go on. Make your goal clear. What is your goal? The highest goal of human life is God realization. So with all this adjustment, making use of the calamity and the problem, convert it into opportunity and go forward to your goal, reach your goal. How to convert calamity into opportunity? Convert your calamity or the problems or the challenges into opportunity. That is what you have to do. That is in your hand. That is the now gist of this verse. Now we will go to the next verse. We have chanted that in the last class, but again we will go through that. That is the 28th verse. Please chant this verse after me. Avyaktadini bhutani, avyktadini bhutani, vyaktamadhyani bharata, vyaktamadhyani bharata, avyaktanidhananyeva, avyaktanidhananyeva, tatra ka paridevana, tatra ka paridevana. Avyaktadini bhutani, vyakta madhyani bharata, avyakta nidhananyeva, tatra ka paridevana. In this also, Lord Krishna is, why do you worry? Why do you lament? You should not lament, you should not worry. Tatra ka paridevana. What is he telling? Avyaktadini bhutani, beings, living beings, come from the unseen. Avyakta. Vyakta means manifest. Avyakta means unmanifest. So unseen, adrishta. So all the living beings, all of us come from unseen. In between, they become seen. Vyakta madhyani. Now we are being seen. Every people see us, we also see everybody else. So we came from unseen. For a short time, we will be seen. Then what happens? Then after some time, Vyakta madhyani bharata, Arjuna, we will become seen for some time. Avyakta nidhananyeva. After giving up this body, again we become unseen. Tatra ka paridevana. Why do you lament about that? Why should you worry? What is there to worry about it? Beings come from the unseen. In between, they become the seen and they return to the unseen. What is there to be worried about? All living beings are avyakta, unmanifest in the beginning. Vyakta, manifest in the middle, and avyakta again in the end. There is a very famous utterance in Mahabharata, in the Sanat Sujatiya section of the Shanti Parva. There are so many chapters in Mahabharata. One is Shanti Parva. In that, a sub-chapter is Sanat Sujatiya section. There is a beautiful expression of the same truth what Lord Krishna is telling. What is that? Adarshanti apatitaha punascha adarshanam gataha. Meaning, we come from adarshana, the unseen, and we go back to adarshana, the unseen. That is our everyday experience. So we gave up our childhood. We became, then we could, earlier we were crawling, then we started walking, we gave up that state. See, everything we are losing, everything we are going to new thing. Likewise, this also, the death and birth and everything, that you have to undergo all that changes. So, for the changes, why should you worry about those changes? What is there to lament in that? That is our everyday experience. Let the truth be known. There is a past, there is future, and in between there is the present. Let us do as well as we can in that present state. This is the very difficult subject, but it is also a profound truth. Extreme subtlety of thinking is needed to comprehend even a little bit of it. Now we will go deeper into this verse, a beautiful verse where Lord Krishna is telling about this, avyaktadini bhutani. So here also Krishna is explaining the phenomenon of birth and death. Because when we understand birth and death clearly, the sting, the pain, the impact of those two or their capacity to hurt us will be radically reduced. That is the reason again and again Krishna is bringing in about this birth and death. Do you know in Hinduism, while the child is born, that is also considered ashaucha, unclean. So death is also unclean, they tell, even birth also. So if you know the secret, if you study nicely what is birth and what is death, then the sting in it. There is a beautiful statement of Kabir Das. Kabir Das tells in his Doha, what does he tell? When the child is born, we will come to this earth crying, isn't it? All of us will come down to the earth crying. Then at that time, all your relatives, your father and mother, they will be waiting that you should cry. Then they will start laughing. When you are crying, when you are born, you are crying, and all the around you, your father, mother, brothers, everybody around, they will be laughing. So, how should you lead a life? You should go at your death laughing, and all should be crying. Oh, what a wonderful life he led. He went away leaving all of us. So you should have lived here. He went away, so they should start crying. So Kabir Das tells, we all come to this earth crying. The babies will cry as soon as they are born. But all around us there in the birth, at our birth, will be laughing. But what kind of a life should I lead here? That when I die, I should be peaceful and laughing, go laughing. I should not have any attachment. Such a beautiful life, I should be laughing, smiling and going. But all the other looking at me, they should cry. Oh, what a beautiful life he led. Such a great person is going away. So they should be crying. So that is the way you should lead your life, Kabir Das tells. So how to lead that life? You can understand. If you read your life like a Ravana or Duryodhana or Osama bin Laden, then they will be cursing you. That fellow has gone. Good riddance. Let him go away. They should not be smiling and laughing. This fellow has gone away. But instead, you should lead such a good life. Oh, he has gone away. They should shed tears for you. When you are born, you ask the doctors, if the baby doesn't cry, then all the other people will start crying. There's some problem. The baby has to cry. So I have seen what, as soon as the baby is born, if the baby doesn't cry, is that the midwife or the nurse or the doctor will catch hold of the just born child in the leg, feet, and make it ulta. The baby will be ulta like this, and they will beat the back of the, why? Because the lungs has to start working. The moment, it's until now in the womb of the mother, how was the baby living? What was it getting from? From the umbilical cord. Everything from the mother's, that umbilical cord, it was getting food, oxygen and everything. Now, the baby, as soon as it comes out, it should start breathing, the lungs should start functioning. So crying is the indication that the baby now starts breathing. So that's why if it doesn't cry, if the baby doesn't cry when it is born, they will make it cry by beating its back. That means it starts breathing now. That's the indication. That's why Kabir Das is telling, when we come crying. Then you start crying, all will be laughing because, oh, our child is born. But when I die, I should die so much of peace and happiness because I have done so much of good work, helped so much of people. I have not troubled anybody, so I'll die peacefully. But all the people around you should shed tears. What a great person has died. That is the statement of our Kabir Das. So that's why in this verse, Lord Krishna is telling, expressing the phenomenon of birth and death, because when we understand birth and death and also life in between, when we understand, then the sting, the toxin in it, the fear, the sting, the impact of death and birth, those two, or their capacity to hurt us will be radically reduced. That's why, see, so many verses is telling about death, making it clear what is birth and death, and at the same time, so many times Krishna is telling, do not worry, do not worry, do not lament, do not self-pity, do not cry. But we enjoy crying, lamenting. Go to the corner, think of the old things, sob and cry. If you don't know no other condition, go to some tragic movie and take a kerchief and cry. You like crying. Who can help you? So you want, but Lord Krishna is telling, do not cry, do not worry, be happy. There's nothing in this life, there is nothing. Understand this. Understand birth and death clearly, then the capacity of that fear to hurt you will be radically reduced. After all, why is this happening? Because of your ignorance. Why are we worried? Because of ignorance. Ignorance of what? Ignorance of your true nature. That you are great. You are Atma Swarupa, Parabrahma Swarupa. You have infinite joy, infinite knowledge, infinite strength within you. You can do anything and everything. So absence of this knowledge is ignorance. Because of ignorance, that creates all these problems. So Lord Krishna is giving the knowledge of what is birth, what is death, what is your true nature. By that, now you get a lot of peace and you will do what has to be done. Somebody has said very nicely, ignorance is absence of knowledge. Ignorance is the dark room in which all the negatives are developed. You may not understand this because you have to go back to olden days when the photography was taken in a different way. Nowadays it is all digital. In the olden days, they would have this reel, the photo reel will be there. Nippon or Canon reels would be there. You have to put into camera and they have to click it, and sometimes they used to ask, you did all the photograph, there was no reel inside at all. You went on clicking, it is of a waste. So that reel would be there. Then after clicking, that they will take it to the dark room. There should be no light at all. Then they will put it into some chemicals and liquid, and in the dark room, the negative will be converted into photograph. They were called negatives. That is the old system. Nowadays, nothing, no reel, no negatives and all that thing. So modern generation may not understand it. In olden days photography, it was all there. So they used to use this. Ignorance is the dark room in which all negatives are developed. So in our mind too, in our life too, all the negativities like attachment, hatred, intense desire, that is lust, anger, greed, all these negativities are developed because of ignorance, dark room of ignorance. So when you get the light of knowledge, now Lord Krishna is giving us the light of knowledge given by scriptures and God and all the other things, then these negativities cannot be developed. It will not be there within you. So ignorance, absence of knowledge, is the dark room in which all negativities and negatives are developed. So in our mind too, all the negativities are developed because of our absence of knowledge, that is ignorance. So because it is tamasa vyaptam, tamas, rajas, sattva and tamas. Tamas is all ignorance, dark, sleep, procrastination, laziness, worrying, lamentation, that is tamas, tamasa avrataha, covered with tamas. Therefore, Arjuna, understand, through Arjuna, Lord Krishna is telling all of us, understand this phenomena of birth and death. Then your fear, your worry will go away, or at least your fear and worry will become less. And what is the understanding? Really speaking, there is no question of destruction of anybody. Nobody will die, nobody can be destroyed. in this creation. You have read basics of science. Even basics in your primary school, it will be taught. What is the basics of science? Matter can neither be created nor destroyed. You know that, but you have never put it into action in your life. You have so much of knowledge, you have read so much, but you don't put it into usage. If matter can neither be created nor destroyed, how can you be destroyed? One atom, one subatomic particle cannot be created or destroyed. Then what happens during the atomic fission or fusion? Only matter is converted into energy. That's all. Or what is happening here in the electricity? Now the electric energy is converted into light energy. How is electric energy produced? The physical energy there in the dynamo is now converting the physical energy by the hydroelectric power or stream power. The moment the physical energy is converted into electrical energy by the magnet. So it is just conversion of one kind of energy to another energy. There is no destruction. So here matter also is converted into energy. That's all. No destruction. So neither can you destroy even one small particle, a dust or an atom. Then how on earth can you be destroyed? Nobody can destroy you. If matter cannot be destroyed, how can you be destroyed? Then why do you cry? Why are you afraid of your death and destruction? Nobody can destroy you. So see, even the material science will help you, but we don't put it into practice. Really speaking, there's no question of destruction of anything or creation of anything. Total destruction does not exist. Only it is change from one. Here also, you are changing from one form to another form. That's all. From nothing, the cell, single celled, by what you call this meiosis and mitosis, it is called in biology. So meiosis and mitosis, it will be multiplied, then you will become a living being, then a small child, then you are changing into a baby, and from baby into the child, and from child into the youth, and youth into the middle-aged man, then old age. That's all changes. You are not destroyed. So if you understand, if you get that knowledge, if you think about it, there is no pain, nothing to worry, nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Even the Lord will not destroy you. Why should He destroy? Because you are of the form of the Lord. Will He destroy Himself? No, there is no death. Then where is the question of birth? Where is the question of death? Birth and destruction, it is not there. It is only your dream. It's only a dream. All this thing is a dream. So I will just give you one parable of Sri Ramakrishna, one or two parables, and then we will stop our discussion on this Bhagavad Gita. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, all this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is made it very easy. Ramakrishna has made it easy, and he teaches it through parables, because even a common man, even an uneducated man, illiterate man can understand. That's all. That is the speciality. Now what is this parable of Sri Ramakrishna in the Gospel? There was a woodcutter who was highly spiritual. One day he was dreaming, a happy dream. What was that happy dream? He was a king in the dream. He was enjoying, he was ruling, sitting in the throne, commanding everybody. That was the dream. And he's ruling in the kingdom, all the people are there, he's commanding them, so happy in the dream. Then suddenly a person awakened him. And now he got angry and exclaimed, "Why did you wake me up? I was a king and the father of 7 children. All the princes were there. I was ruling and taking care of them. I was a prince. No, I was a king. Why did you wake me up? My children were all receiving education in various sciences. I was teaching them everything. I was seated on the throne and ruling over my country. Why did you destroy all my dreams, so happy, a delightful estate?" Then this man replied, Oh, it was only a dream. What does it matter? You have to wake up and start cutting the wood. Now the woodcutter was a great man of wisdom. He said, "Get away, you fool. Do you not understand that my being a king was as real as my wood cutting? Do you think this life is also true? It's also a dream. You'll come out of this dream. That is death. Coming out of this dream, which you are now dreaming now, is death. That's all. Starting of the dream is birth. Start dreaming. So my dreaming, I was a king there. Do you think that is, if that is false, this is also false. It's also a dream. This a beautiful parable, woodcutter, then it is equally true that I was a king. If I am a woodcutter and woodcutting is true, I have to do that work, and that is also a dream. This is also a dream. According to Vedanta, the waking state is no more real than the dream state. So when you get the knowledge, when you realize God, then this dream is broken. This dream which we are in, we think that it is true, that is broken. So, another story. Another story of a farmer. Just similar to this, told by Ramakrishna in the Gospel. There was a farmer who lived in the countryside. He was a real gnani, a man of wisdom, a realized soul. He earned his living by farming. He was married, and after many years, a son was born to him, whom he named as Haru. The parents loved this boy dearly. This was natural since he was the one precious gem of the family. On account of the religious nature, the farmer was loved by all the villagers and everybody. One day, he was working in the field when a neighbor came and told him that his son Haru, he had an attack of cholera, deadly disease at that time. The farmer at once returned home and arranged for the treatment for that boy. But because of that disease and no medicines in that time, Haru, his only son, died. The other members of the family were grief-stricken, but the farmer acted as if nothing has happened. He was not at all bothered or worried. He went on doing what is to be done, the cremation, the funerals, and the other work to treat all the people who had come, take care of them. He was just calmly doing all these things. He considered his family, consoled his family. He himself started consoling all the family and told them that grieving was futile. Then he went back to his field to work. On returning home, he found his wife weeping, and even more bitterly. She quarreled with the husband. She said to him, "How heartless a husband you are! You haven't shed one tear for the child." The farmer very calmly replied, "Shall I tell you why I haven't wept? I had a very vivid dream last night. I dreamt I had become a king. I was the father of 8 sons and was very happy with them. Then I woke up in the morning. Now I am greatly perplexed. Should I weep for those 8 sons, or should I weep for this one son?" The farmer was a gnani, man of wisdom. Therefore, he realized that the waking state is as unreal as the dream state. There is only one eternal substance, that is God, that is Atman, that is Parabrahman, and that you are. You have forgotten your true nature. That's why you are dreaming. You are in this dream. It looks very, until you are in the dream is very real. Now in your dream, a lion or a tiger will be chasing you to kill you. You are running. Then the lion will jump upon you, it will tear you open, then you wake up. After you wake up, you see that is a dream. But you see you are still perspiring. There will be palpitation. You'll be still afraid, looking about here and there whether the tiger or the lion is still pouching somewhere. So even after the dream is broken, you think that was real. After you wake up, then after some time, after thinking properly, you get the knowledge of the waking state, then only you come to know that it was a dream. Like that, this state of yours where you are worrying with all your problem is only a dream. Until you wake up to your true nature. It looks very real, just like it looks very real until you are in the dream and you are so afraid, you are running, you are crying. Like that, this also is a dream. Wake up to the reality. That's what Lord Krishna is trying to wake you up to the reality. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Paramanandamadhavam Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu